Hey, Jim.
Hello, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. You have a good Christmas?
I did. And what about yourself?
Oh yeah, had fun.
Yeah.
Had fun. Yep. Got to see the kids and all that junk.
And now we get to start all the way over again.
Yep. Start the new year.
Where's she gonna go? Oh. All right, I've got to jump on this CTST, but I want to brush my teeth real quick. So I got 4 minutes.
Hey, Mike, do you want to give people a couple more minutes to jump on the call?
Yeah, we'll give it another minute or two here.
Okay, thank you.
Forgot to unmute.
Hey, Robert, we have not started yet. We're going to start in 1 minute. We're just trying to give everybody some time to join in. Can you hear that, Rob Esposito? Robert?
Sorry, I can't hear y'all.
Can you hear us now? Robert? Hey, Janice, how you doing?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. How you
There
doing?
we go. Yeah, good. I had a little bit of trouble logging in, but I got you now.
Oh. That's not good.
Good afternoon, Mayor Bell.
Hey, good afternoon. Happy Wednesday.
Yes, sir. All right, listen, it's 1:34. We're going to go ahead and get started. I know Robert Esposito's having a little audio problems, but if you can go to, maybe I should give him a little picture where he can go into settings and try to check his settings. But anyway, welcome to West Central CTST. And if Melissa, if you want to go through the roll call, and we'll go through introductions at that point.
Yep. So, hey, everybody, I am Melissa with JMT. And just to let everybody know, this meeting is being recorded. And if you are not, if you're not speaking, please mute your mics. All right, so I'll just go down the list. I have Blake Bell.
Do I need to say I'm here?
Yes.
Okay.
And,
I'm sorry. I'm present.
and who are you with?
City of Brooksville.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
He's
All right,
actually he's our new elected mayor of Brooksville.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, awesome. Sarah Bersheim.
Hi, I'm Sarah Bersheim. I'm an engineer with JMT. We're consultants for the District 7 safety contract.
Thank you. And Anthony Chaumont.
Anthony, consultant with JMT as well.
All right, and Jim McLean.
I'm present, citizen, Citrus County.
Thank you. Julie Bond.
Hello, Julie Bond with Center for Urban Transportation Research at USF.
Thank you. Laura Anstead.
Hello, Laura Anstead, Sergeant with the Citrus County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit.
Thank you. And Lieutenant Ball.
Hello, Lieutenant Ball, Citrus County Sheriff's Office, Traffic.
Thank you. All right, we have Janice Martinez.
Hi, everyone. Janice Martinez, Law Enforcement Liaison for DOT in District 7.
Thank you. And then we have Natalie on the line.
Hi, Natalie Kaler, Executive Director of Brooksville Main Street.
Thank you. Lori Paleo. Lori.
Lori Paleo, JMT.
Thank you. All right, and Robert Esposito, can you hear us?
I can. I figured it out. Thank you.
All right, awesome.
Martina Citrus MPO.
Thank you. All right, and Sherry Cook.
Hi, Sherry Cook, Intelligence Analysis Unit Supervisor, Citrus County Sheriff's Office.
All right, Mike Zen.
Yeah, Mike Zen, FDOT, your CTST program manager.
All right, and last but not least, oh, I'm sorry, not last yet, Bev Howard.
Bev Howard, Citrus County citizen.
Thank you. And we have Emma Duran on the line.
Hello, good afternoon, MF Duran with JMT.
Thank you. And then if there's anybody who called in or whose name I did not call, please feel free to announce yourself to the meeting. All right, Mike, I think that might be it.
Thank you, Melissa. All right, the next item on the agenda is to review and get an approval for the November of 2022 minutes. And I know Melissa sent them out earlier. I don't know if anybody's had a chance to review them and go over them and make sure they're correct.
Mike, I reviewed them and I move that we accept them as written. It's Jim McLean.
Thank you, Jim. We have a second.
Second from Blake Bell.
Thank you, Mayor Bell. Next item on the agenda is old business, review of the problem location spreadsheet. US 41 and County Road 491. I don't have any more new information. I know we're still waiting to get counts. I don't know how far backed up our counts are on all that. I know that we don't do them when it's running school, but I know we have a backlog of counts. So I will get into that a little more and find out what's going on with that. I don't think Ernie's not here this quarter. Why on the Good Neighbor Trail? I do know some of the items have not been addressed because I went through there the other day myself. So we'll have to wait for Ernie to see what the status is on that.
And Mike, this is Jim again.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine I used to ride bikes with some few years ago. He was down there just recently and ran over one of those delineator post bases.
Yeah.
It was in October. Crashed and tore up his elbow and broke his bicycle.
Okay.
They really need to be, something really needs to be done about that stuff down
Sure.
there.
What I'll do is I'll personally get a hold of Ernie and tell him to at least get down there and knock up the bituminous that it's on the asphalt or put the bollards back up or something. But I can understand what you're talking about there. It makes sense.
Yeah, he said he was concentrating on one across the street that was knocked down, wanted to not run into it, and ran over the base of one that had been removed and crashed. So
okay,
got hurt pretty bad.
Appreciate the information, Jim.
All right.
Jim, I'm going to leave this one for you to, I think everything's pretty much squared away on this, what we believed the last time.
Yes, Mike, thank you. I was down there on Saturday and the sign is the R1015 sign is up on the mast arm as requested. And the R9.5-5 used PED signal sign has been installed. And I think this one could probably come off the list.
How many years finally we get rid of this one?
Yes, I know. Melissa's happy.
I know we've trimmed it down a few times.
Yeah, I think we've dissected that intersection quite a bit, and it's just
for over 6 years. Yeah.
Yes, it's a patience with users, but I did notice the red arrow box for right turns is on during the 8-second walk signal, but it goes off at the countdown. The left turn red arrow stays on during the 8 seconds and the countdown. And then
Okay.
it goes to blinking yellow once the countdown is done.
Right.
So
And I think that's
all
what I believe that's what we were trying to achieve, was a protective left, right?
That's correct. Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think we've accomplished that.
Finally. Thank you.
Okay.
Melissa's
just to
going to miss this. Melissa, you want to frame this one?
Yes, I'm gonna frame it right on my wall. And just to confirm, you want me to totally remove it? Number 3 is gone.
It's gone.
All right, sounds good.
This was Hernando County, and without Ernie or Todd online, I don't know what there is. I know Dave Carr has been keeping an eye on it, but nothing's been brought to my attention whether it's been done or not. We'll move on to the next one. I'm not sure what you guys are trying to, if we're going to do anything with this or not. You still want to get the speed study, and I haven't heard from Walt whether they were going to conduct that or not, Lieutenant Ball.
Yeah, that's what we've been waiting for. I haven't seen him on here.
No,
Last couple-
yeah, he's been kind of shorthanded over there, and he gave us a heads up a few months ago that he's going to be hit and miss if he can make it at all. Can you have the ability to contact him directly?
I'm sure we could scarce up a number for him. I think I have one. I think I have one of his cards. So,
all right. If you have trouble, I'll try to reach out to him and find out how to get it, if we can find out something.
well, as of tomorrow, I'll be out of town for about 2 months. So
You will be?
I will be. Yeah.
Wow. All right. All right. I'll see what I can find out from him.
If you have issues, I can get Sergeant Anstead to look into it as well.
Sure. Thank you. All right, our next one is the JO at 491, lack of signage. I've sent that information to Walt again. I haven't heard anything back on that, Sherry.
Okay, and I hadn't noticed if there's one there or not, so.
Don't get by that street very often, so I don't know either.
I'll try to pay attention today.
Sure. I don't have any.
Actually, I know that sign there's not been a sign added on that one direction. The last
Okay.
time I was there, which was earlier this week, so pretty sure it's not there.
All right, I'll bring that to his attention again. Educational path in 491. This is a county issue, so I don't personally have any update on this one either.
So this is always kind of, I mean, there's heavy traffic on that area. It's a major artery going through town. And of course, the schools, there's 4 or 5 schools right on one road. I'm just not quite sure how this ended up on our roster here, because this is something that's very much controlled by traffic enforcement. It's been a hot spot in the past, and aside from just completely restructuring roadways, I'm not quite sure what could be done to help ease up the traffic congestion there.
I'm not familiar with it myself, Sergeant Anstead, but Allison made a comment that maybe it's signal timings or something like that. I don't know.
Well, there's, I agree. I don't think this needs to be under, it's a matter of you have 5, I think, different schools all in that complex. So you're trying to funnel all those people in around the same time. You're just going to have a backup at that light. That's all there is to it. I mean,
Sure.
people just need to be patient, and it moves. It doesn't, I mean, it just builds up, but it keeps moving. That's the best you can ask for.
Sure. So you maybe think we ought to pull this one and just leave it as a traffic enforcement issue?
Yes.
Okay, so Melissa, we can go ahead and probably pull this off at number 7.
Okay, we'll do.
This looks like it's another traffic enforcement one. People not obeying the 4-way stop signs.
Yeah, I would agree.
I mean, Walt probably needs to shoot it down whether a light study is even something that could be entertained there. I don't think it would be, but if he says that's not an option, then we could remove it.
Okay, I'll check on what our end with with Sarah's online today too. Maybe we can get a study out there on that intersection and see what's going on.
Sounds good.
All right, Mike, that is it for the locations.
Very good. Next one is our calendar updates, activity reports. First one is fatal crash maps. Citrus County. Yeah. Looks like I mean, we're only 11 days and we're already this many crashes into such, January this year. So looks like we have some problems already starting the year off with. Does everybody understand the map and what we need to go through with this?
Like, this is not for this year. This is for the calendar year last year, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way we've had that many fatalities.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
calendar
Yeah.
year.
You were about to make me really nervous there.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
true.
My
That's
tired
all of
old eyes didn't-
2022.
My
This map
tired
is.
old eyes didn't scroll all the way down to see the bottom date.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm a little nervous. It's a lot already this year.
Mm.
Go ahead, Janice.
Oh, you want me to take this? Okay. So let's see. Right now, scroll out a little bit there, Mike. Let me see. Oh, there we go. All right, Citrus County. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, my eyes are getting bad too. I couldn't even see that. So Citrus County, so for the total year, so this is really still preliminarily on this. Obviously with fatals and the crashes, they'll have 30 days to get these in, 10 days post for the initial crash, but we're looking at 23 total fatals. 10 of them for vehicles. We have 4 motorcycles, 3 in the bicycles, and then 6 pedestrians. As you can see on this map, JMT has done a great job in color coding everything and making these cute little symbols so that everybody can see what's going on that. I love it. It appeals to my very visual brain that I have, so it's good that I'm able to see here. The thing that jumps out on me is that I don't feel like we have any for real location hotspots that we should absolutely focus on. It's not like, when you look at Tampa intersections where you just know that you have all these areas. It's kind of a broad spread out. Does anybody have any input on these fatals that we're looking at here?
Yes, that is historically the issue that we have battled, is that in our county, we in the past, we only had one real hotspot for fatals, and we fixed that with a stoplight, which was up on 200 where 491 meets it. Our fatals are very sporadic and very random. So it's really difficult to kind of pinpoint any specific location or causation really when it comes to them.
I get that. I absolutely get that, which is kind of, good because then our roadways and our engineerings are doing something right. And then perhaps we can just, equate this to driver error on a lot of these. So I feel like that's a positive on our end. All right, let's jump over to Hernando. Laura, did you have anything else on that?
For Citrus County, there was one new fatal crash since the last meeting we had, and it was a pedestrian fatal crash at Gulf to Lake Highway and Lecanto Highway.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Thank you. All right, Fernando, your numbers are a little bit higher than Citrus County. So we were looking at 41 total. So we're going to have 41 vehicles, 10 motorcycles. We had a bicycle that was thrown in there, 8 pedestrians. So our pedestrian crashes are a little bit high going on in Hernando County. But I feel like Hernando's the same as Citrus, where this is just very spread out. There's not one complete hotspot that's going on anywhere up in Hernando. Do I have Hernando? We do have Hernando SO on the line? Nobody from the sheriff's office. Okay. With that being said, moving forward, I guess we can talk about that in a minute, Mike. I wanted to talk about our grants and our concept papers that were open for this season. And then we reset. So 2023 is here, and let's see if we can bring these numbers down.
Thanks, Janice. Excuse me. All right. On our activity reports, I guess, do we have any safe routes to school updates? I know Forest Ridge and Citrus County is still under construction. I think it's getting close to the final on that phase of it before the next phase will start, but I don't believe there's any other new safe routes to school projects coming soon. So we'll move into item number 7, the HSIP updates. And this is going to be Melissa and Lori's turn.
Yes. All right, give me 1 second. I'll bring up the presentation. Let me stop sharing for a second. Going all over the place. I'm trying to get it on the right screen. So give me 1 second. Nope, wrong one. Okay. All right, can everybody hear me okay?
Loud and clear.
Okay, and can you see my screen?
Yes.
The presentation. Okay, great. All right, so hello, everybody. My name is Melissa Shepherd with JMT, a consultant of FDOT.
And I am Lori Palayo from JMT.
Yep, and we are here to discuss with you the West Central CTST safety challenges and opportunities for local agencies.
So what are the safety challenges in your county? The graph on the left shows the fatal and incapacitating injury crashes in Citrus and Hernando counties from 2018 to 2022. 2022 data is only through November the 25th. In Citrus County, the fatal crashes have been steady, but they are not decreasing. And in Hernando County, the fatal crashes are increasing. 2022 fatal crashes already surpassed 2021 fatal crashes, 37 versus 31 in Hernando County. And again, the data for 2022 is only through November 25th. So those numbers are going to increase. So although Citrus represents 6% of fatal crashes and Hernando County represents 7% of fatal crashes, we have to look at where these crashes are occurring and where the problems lie. These crashes are not just happening on state roads. If you look at the pie charts on the right, Citrus County represents 50% of fatal crashes on local roads. and Hernando County represents 56% of fatal crashes on local roads. So 50% or more of fatal crashes are happening on local roads in your counties. Our goal as FDOT is to achieve Vision Zero and to reduce these numbers. Next slide. So how can we help? District 7 has developed a local road safety action plan, and it includes the 5E safety approach. Those 5 E's are education, engineering, evaluation, encouragement, and enforcement. For education, FDOT has been doing geofencing campaigns where they collect valuable road user information via surveys to the motorists using social media, and they use that information to come up with safety countermeasures on your local roads. So why is this important? We all need to work together to address the safety issues on our local roads, including having people from law enforcement, teachers, educators, the general public. We all have to come together to work towards a target of 0 traffic fatalities and serious injuries. And a perfect example of this is CTST. We all come together, we do the problem locations sheet, as you saw earlier, coming up with recommendations and finding hotspots of where these fatal crashes are occurring on our local roads. So, where should we focus our efforts? So we already looked at the crash data. We looked at who should be involved, but we need to look into the bigger picture. So the local road safety action plan categorizes fatal crashes on local roads based on the Strategic Highway Safety Plan, or SHSP countermeasures, to see where the efforts should be focused. On the graph to the left, the top 3 that are amongst the highest in summation in Citrus and Hernando County are nighttime crashes, lane departure crashes, and intersection-related crashes. For nighttime crashes, all low-cost safety countermeasures can reduce nighttime crashes, as lane departure crashes, intersection crashes, those could all occur at night. So any nighttime countermeasure we do can also help with these other crash types. Almost half of the fatal crashes, 40% in Citrus County, were lane departure related. So what low-cost countermeasure will reduce these lane departure related crashes? That might be curve warning signage, pavement markings. But again, relating it back to the 5 E's, some may not be solved only through engineering. We have education, enforcement, encouragement. We all need to come together to reduce these numbers and achieve Vision Zero.
All right, so how can we do this and work together? So the local roads are a safety priority at FDOT. As you saw previously, the local roads have equal or more fatal crashes at state roads in your counties. We want to assist you through the FDOT process with funds on your priority corridors with low-cost safety improvements. HSIP funds can be used for material requests, and HSIP stands for Highway Safety Improvement Program. Unfortunately, there are limited funds that have to be utilized across 5 counties. So why is this important to you? You will be competing with the other 5 counties for these funds, which is why if you need something on one of your priority corridors, we can assist you with this now.
So what materials are included for purchase? An example is low-cost signage. Those include rectangular rapid flashing beacons, or RRFBs, flexible delineators, curve signage, and speed feedback signage. For RRFBs, you must conduct a traffic engineering manual, or TEM 5.2 study to see if it justifies a marked pedestrian crossing. Rectangular rapid flashing beacons is the only engineering countermeasure that requires an engineering study, but for all low-cost equipment requests, in order to qualify for purchase, a benefit cost analysis must be done and the ratio must be greater than 1 to prove safety benefit, and fatal and serious injury crash data must be provided. Melissa will play a video of what a rectangular rapid flashing beacon is and how DOT is involved.
Let me just make sure the sound is on.
There's no sound.
I'm sorry, Lori, hold on one second. Let me start over. It's on.
Drivers to stop. Though we all expect to get to our destination safely, no matter how we travel. The Department of Transportation is striving to keep people who walk safe by adding rectangular rapid flashing beacons in areas with high pedestrian traffic. At the crosswalk, press the button to activate the beacon. The beacons will flash yellow, alerting drivers to stop. Pedestrians never step into the crosswalk until drivers have come to a complete stop. Alert today, alive tomorrow.
Okay, so what other materials are included for purchase? Another example is low-cost pavement marking examples. Those include wider edge lines, high visibility crosswalks, raised pavement markers, and pavement markings for speeding and curves. An example is the curve arrow and the 50-mile-per-hour text before a curve, so a vehicle knows that a curve is approaching. So what other materials are included for purchase? The safety edge tool is to be installed on flush shoulder rural roadways. It reduces the potential for vertical drop-off at the pavement edge, and it allows the vehicle to return to the travel lane while maintaining control of the vehicle. An intersection improvement is retroreflective backplates, which improves the visibility of the signalized intersection, and it can reduce different types of crash types such as rear end crashes.
All right, so here's a success story about the lane departure program, where the local agency partnered with FDOT and worked together on providing low-cost improvements, and the treatments worked. Within Citrus County, to combat the alarming lane departure statistics, they installed speed feedback signage along curves, designed curve signing and pavement markings, enhancements on 5 different roadways. And as you can see here on this aerial, this is County Road 39, and these were the treatments that were applied. And just to let you know, if your agency is given this equipment or treatments, the local agency agrees to maintain the provided equipment or treatments. FDOT will require this in writing. So another example, a successful example, is the safety edge tool. So this is added to the resurfacing equipment when the roadway is being resurfaced. Only roadways which are flush, not curb and gutter, are eligible for this treatment. The edge reduces the possibility of lane departure crashes. So as you can see here in this graphic, the edge is at a 30-degree slope, which allows you to gently return to the lane of travel rather than the old pavement edges. This also extends the life of the shoulder. Also, as you can see in this graph here, 4 out of the 5 roads that were analyzed show that it's working. Lake Owl Road, as you can see here, through engineering, it's not just engineering. I mean, so what might be a better treatment for this? It could be enforcement, encouragement, or I'm drawing a blank, Lori. Give me another E.
Education.
Education, that was it, education, sorry. All right, so as we have discussed some of the other low-cost treatments, there's another route that you can take, which is the large-scale project opportunities. So 2 routes that are shown here is the local agency program, which is also referred to as LAP, which is a federal route, and then the joint participation agreement, which is also known as the JPA. All right, so a successful example of the joint participation agreement, to address some nighttime crashes, DOT District 7 is upgrading lighting to LED at intersections and corridors. Recently, District 7 partnered with Pasco County to do a JPA to upgrade lighting on 2 corridors within Pasco County. All right, so how can we start? So as part of JMT's DOT safety contract, we can assist local agencies on behalf of the DOT with this process. So as Lori mentioned previously, to receive these safety improvements, you will need to be able to give backup documentation and justifications for these improvements. So one of these items is crash data. So a question to you all, do you know how to access crash data for your local agency? Well, there's a website here So your local agency has access to Signal 4 analytics, and you can go on there and access crash data within your area. So this heat map right over here, Lori created this with Signal 4 data and GIS, which just displays the locations over here for Citrus and Hernando County. So these are some of the problem and maybe the worst locations for fatal and serious injury crashes. So as the slide states, the application process is open currently as of January 2003. And if you would like, please email your applications to myself and Lori. Our email addresses are shown here. Until the new portal is complete, this will be the route that we'll take. We'll make sure that they get routed to the right channels and keep it moving for you guys. Again, Lori and I are willing to assist you however we can on behalf of DOT. If you'd like to have a meeting at your office, or if you'd like to meet at DOT, however you would like, just to help you with the process. So thank you for listening to our presentation. If you have any questions, let us know.
Thank you, ladies. And you did mention they would need to get an independent study for the RFBs. Is that correct?
Lori?
What did you say? Sorry, you're breaking up.
Yeah, you said you would need to get a study for the RFBs, correct?
Yes, that's the only thing that requires a study per TM
An engineering
5.2.
study. And
Yes.
just for your information, DOT can help provide that study for you or with you, you know, to work with you, because Sarah's online and these two ladies here also. That's part of what we do, is we assist you with that study as well. Great. Anybody got any questions about HSIP?
One thing I want to add on to the presentation. Great presentation, Melissa and Lori. Well, good job. On the paving, on the safety edge tool, just to clarify, the DOT will not buy the paving machine. That's not what DOT will be providing. It would just be the shoe that is attached to the paving machine. That's the tool. That's the piece that is attached to be able to create a compacted edge on the shoulders, on the edge of the pavement. Just to clarify that part.
Thanks for the clarification, Emmett. And one other thing, you know, we brought the Safe Edge tool information to you guys several months ago, and Hernando County's already received their safety tools. And when they start their paving jobs, some people from Citrus and from Pasco would like to come up when they start that, just to get an idea of what it's all about. So I will keep, you know, your engineering departments involved up until that point, so that when they start that paving job, I think it's going to be either on Cobb Road or Croom Road, one of those roads that we're going to start with. So everybody can come down here and just do like a little field review while it's going on, so you understand how it works. So I'll keep you all in the loop on that. Thanks again, Emmett.
Yeah.
All right, new business. Janice, you got some new business you mentioned earlier.
I do. It is concept paper writing season for the fiscal year 23 and 24 grants. So in the chat box, I actually put some links to DOT headquarters and their concept paper information. I also, in the second link down below, is the most updated highway safety matrix. Those of you that are not familiar with it, this will break down all 67 counties in the state of Florida via population. So the larger populations will be on the left, and then it goes down from there. Also breaks down all the cities. So I think I heard that we have our Brooksville mayor on here, or acting mayor. Brooksville is still considered our city in there, though you don't have a police department anymore. And you're ranked kind of high in all of that. So I would encourage us taking a look at that and maybe get some grants that are written to help offset the cost for our enforcement efforts in our areas. Laura, I'll work with you again. Hopefully you're going to keep your the motorcycle program going up there in Citrus County.
Oh yeah, we took on the we've got the motorcycle, we've got the speed and aggressive, and this year we adopted the DUI impaired driving grant as well. So it's my intention I'll be writing all 3 of them again. So I'm going to be a very busy girl this month.
Perfect, perfect. Let me know what help you need. We just did an outreach event last night at the Lightning game. We have our brand new, all the LELs, we got new fatal vision goggles. So if you need to write that into your grants, if you're going to do some outreach on that, that's been approved. And I just encourage them out of the box thinking. I'm going to try to talk FHP into getting some rollover simulators and some seatbelt convincers. We'll see how that can go. Right now, we're kind of running into a problem of who builds those things and how we can get replacements.
So, Janice,
Yeah, Laura.
I'm glad you brought up the fatal vision, because I wrote those into the DUI grant last year and they said that they wouldn't fund them. So is that a change for this year?
So they will fund the DUI ones. They won't fund the drug ones. So if it's a DUI on anything other than alcohol, they won't. So we do have them now. They will fund them. And also, I just personally got like a little kit that has the tape in it. It has everything, and so that's going to be floating around through the district. So if you have an event that's coming up, I'll just literally bring you the whole box. You can have it when you're done with it. Just call me. I'll come get it from you.
Beautiful. Love it. Thank you.
Dennis, you mentioned the city of Brooksville. Is that now when they, like the mayor's online, so that I understand how it works, if he wants to get some of these grants, he's under contract with Hernando County. So it would be a sub-grant to the county, or is it, or the city oversee it?
So no, this will be for the enforcement agency that's going to do it. So the sheriff's office would actually have to go out there and do it. The beautiful thing about Brooksville is that if they specifically do it for the enforcement area of Brooksville and their high enforcement areas, then that enforcement purely has to stay within the city limits of Brooksville.
Yeah, because we have the same thing in Citrus with Inverness.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Thank
Exact
you.
same thing. Yep.
All right. Any other new business before we ask about new problems? Hearing none, do we have any more problems to add to the problem location sheets? I like that. We got rid of 2 from Melissa. We need to add a couple more on there so Melissa feels full again. Very good. All right, now that's the last thing is we need to do is vote for a vice chair, please. We need to have a vice chair on this committee. Do we have a nomination? Jim, I was hoping you'd step up to plate for us. You're muted, Jim.
There. Okay, I'm unmuted. Mike, I'm really on the fence with it still. I just, my stuff I got going on and everything is just kind of hectic.
Sure.
I mean, if I
We
can
give it
assist,
a, you can always give it a try. You can, and if it doesn't work, you can, we can move on to that.
if I could assist you whenever, you're away or something like that, I'd be glad to do that.
Yeah.
Just,
right.
I think I can handle it based on what we've done today.
It's not that difficult, and it's just, just give it a shot is what I'm asking, and if it doesn't work out for you, we can move on down the road here. But I think you're very capable of it, and you're very knowledgeable, and you're very, very safety conscious about our communities here.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that compliment. Melissa had to keep me on track though.
She's good at that. She's been keeping me on track for 6 years. So
I'd help you out, Jim. I'd help you out.
I know you would. I appreciate it. Well, let me go ahead and give it a try. As long as Melissa's my backup and support me, I'll do that.
I'll help you, Jim.
Everybody online today okay with Jim being the vice chair?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you very much. All right. Our next meeting is still going to be, yeah, appreciate it, Jim. Our next meeting is virtual. It's going to be February 8th, and Melissa will make sure everybody gets the invites on the day of the meeting. And thank you, everybody, for attending.
Hi, everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Catch you later.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.